Hi guys, I'm Hayden Crawford from the Dreemtime Academy, and I'm a wellness coach and spiritual teacher specialising in colour therapy and numerology. Here is your Starseed Oracle Forecast for the whole of May 2022. Okay, so we've now moved into a universal month 2, and that's because we are in 2022, which is a 6, and May is the 5th month. Add the 6 and the 5 together, it creates 11, reduce it down, and it becomes a 2, which ushers in the energies of our Sirian star families. Now, if you think of Orion last month is male and Sirius is female, it's the divine feminine. And so it brings in the energy of bottle 2 in the colour mirror system, which is called the moon, which is pale blue over blue. And this bottle really is about helping you to speak up for yourself so that you feel heard and not second best. But it also governs your emotions, so you might be feeling a lot more sensitive and intuitive than usual. Okay. Now, if you think about how we reduced the number 11 down to a 2, we've got to really note that the 11 is significant for this month as well. Now, 11 is duality in the colour mirror system, which is black over white, and 11 is about the good and the bad, the right and the wrong, and the sort of the dark side, the shadow side, and the light. So really it carries this vibration throughout the whole of the month of May. So you might be asked or called upon to be able to sort of illuminate some of those shadows that are holding you back, and especially with regards to the spoken word and where you may be feeling more sensitive than usual. It also can bring up issues of separation within relationships as well, because the 11 is about two people standing in their own power and their own light, and the 2 is more about a couple or a companionship. Okay, so we have to note that this energy carries forward throughout the whole of the month of May. Now, as usual, I'm going to be showing you 3 separate cards. One that represents a message from your ego or your conscious mind, a message from your soul or your subconscious mind, and also an action step for you to take during the whole of this month as well. Now, before we do that, I want you to call down the guidance and support of your Sirian star family by putting your hand on your heart, imagining yourself surrounded in a beautiful flickering pale blue light. And then just ask your Sirian star family for clear and concise information that you can understand, integrate, and anchor into your life experience. Wonderful. So first things first, the card that comes up as a message for your ego, your conscious mind, is the Great Severing. The Great Severing. Now, it's interesting that this ties into this energy of duality that I've just spoken about, that black and white. And this is actually Mars energy. So Mars is conflict and anger. It's fire energy actually, and it can be all about sort of where we are at war. Now, sometimes if we stay in that kind of vibration, it just creates more of the same thing. It's like if you fan a fire, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. When really, as we've moved now into Taurus, Taurus is earth energy, and Taurus is governed by Venus, and Venus is the planet of love. So this is about softening to love. So instead of fanning the fire, we're asked to forgive, let go, shine love into what's been taking place instead of fueling it. And it brings in the energy of bottle number 18, which is spiritual and material conflict, which is red over rose pink. So it is a difficult vibration. So you might be feeling angry. You might be feeling like you want to go and, smash someone around the head. Or you might want to, you might just want to smash loads of plates in the house or whatever, or just throw a brick at someone. But this is about saying, look, don't do that. Try and find a way of looking at this more compassionately, potentially send love into it, because it will diffuse it instead of fanning it. Okay, so whenever we send love into anything, it helps it to heal. Okay, so it will cause the end of that old cycle. So your conscious mind really needs to know this, and your Sirian star family are so sensitive. They're so incredibly sensitive, the Sirians, and they, if you think of Sirius, it's the brightest star in the heavens, and it's governed by this fabulous kind of soft pale blue light. And it's peaceful, it's tranquil, it's protected, it's safe. And they know that whatever happens, so are you too. So there's no point in, in sort of rubbing salt into the wound, as it were. So the card that comes up next as a message for your soul is the courageous peony. The courageous peony. Okay, now we all have seen the peony flowers before. They're beautiful, aren't they? Absolutely gorgeous and fluffy and soft. And and so are you. So this is a reminder really for that your soul is unique. There's no one else like you on the planet. You're absolutely perfect exactly how you are. So there's no point in hiding behind a mask or trying to be like somebody else. This is about letting yourself be seen. So in the same way that this beautiful blue energy connects up with the throat chakra, it's about you making sure that you're not only seen but heard as well. So speaking up and becoming visible and expressing that unique aspect of yourself to the whole world, because the whole world needs to hear you. And remember, it's an amazing way to be able to overcome shock and trauma, because your complementary colour, your opposite colour of blue is orange, and orange is where the shock and trauma and feeling out of control is held. So it does bring in, the energies of C5 in the colour mirror system, which is the throat chakra bottle. And, a lot of the time, when we are such a sensitive soul, a sensitive starseed, we hide away, we don't like being visible. And in that case, we never get to share our message or share our wonderful gifts with everybody else. You are multifaceted, you're multidimensional, and you're an ancient, immortal being of light. And you're living out a temporary human experience, so you might as well show everybody what you got. If you've got it, flaunt it. That's what I say. And even if you haven't got it, flaunt that. So so hopefully that's made sense. Now, the action step that comes directly down through from your Syrian star family is the child of the cosmos. Okay, so this is what they want you to do during the month of May. Okay, they want you to tap into the intelligence of the universe that lies within you. Okay, because you're not separate from it. So, it's like the Akashic records are there for everybody to tap into. You just got to understand and know that they're there. And by, asking for information and then going into a meditative state. Now, the number 2, remember, is about the inner world as well. So it's about spending more time in meditation as well and receiving the answers that come from within and going with the flow with that. So remembering that, that you have this beautiful, soft starseed energy that is magnificent and it's perfect. And it's what you signed up for, actually, whether you can remember it or not. So it brings in the beautiful starseed energy bottle, which is always, the starseed colours is always pale pink and pale turquoise coming in together. And that's, I love and I trust. I love and I trust. I am a child of the cosmos. And by knowing this, you will always find the most perfect ways of being able to trust again and open your heart so that you can experience a flow of abundance in your own life. And that's really what it's all about. Syrians come in to remind you of the truth of who you are, and almost so that everything else that's happening on the external world that might not be that no longer holds any power over you, and it becomes insignificant. Well, thanks very much. I hope you enjoyed that. Remember to head down into the links section below and get your free video numerology report, which will unlock the secrets of your unique personality blueprint. And I'll see you in the month of June. Have a great time, everyone. Sending big love. Mwah. Bye for now.